Hi, Lisa Casey here. Here are a few last minute reminders and tips about Google Meet as we head into our first days of school. So we're in Google Classroom and we have this Meet link generated both in our Stream tab and in our Classwork tab. And what we found out is that students cannot access this Meet. They cannot join unless you as a teacher are already there. So when it's time for your synchronous learning, you click this link, and that is the equivalent of you unlocking your door and opening it and welcoming your students into your virtual classroom. So this link we can leave visible. We don't have to worry about when people can see it or when people can join, because the only time that students can join, the only time that they are welcome into your classroom is when you are already there. So hopefully that provides a little bit of relief. If you've been playing around this with your teacher accounts, the view looks different because of teacher settings. So you might have access to this in other classrooms, but rest assured our students do not. Once we're in a Google Meet, this is a student view. So this is me as a student, and this is our teacher. So obviously this looks a little bit different because it's not a student at Bremerton Schools, different domain, not actually through a Google Classroom, but a couple things remain the same. So if, as a student, I come up here, I do have access to chat with everybody as of right now until Google rolls out that update. So that's a great teaching moment for our students about what it looks like to chat appropriately online in a virtual learning environment. And if I click here as a student, I can see the people who are involved. So this is my teacher, and if I click here, here's my only option. I can pin my teacher so I can see her beautiful face as she's teaching me, but I do not have the ability to mute her, and I do not have the ability to remove her. So as a student, the only controls I have for mute and removing are for myself. So I can mute myself and show my video. I can turn those things on and off. I can leave the call, but I cannot do any of those things for anybody else. As a student, for now, I'm allowed to present my screen. So that's another teachable moment for our students about what appropriate online behavior looks like. But coming soon, Google will make that a request where students request to present their screen instead of being able to do so automatically. Down here at the bottom, students really just have the other option of changing their layout, so how they view things. But no matter what, students do not have the ability to take control of your camera or your microphone. You remain in control of those things. And as a teacher, I get to look at the participants. So this is the teacher view, and I do have the ability to mute and to remove anybody I need to. So here's my student, and if she is causing problems, I can click this button here to mute her. She's already muted, so I can't do that for her, but I have the ability to mute her if I want to. And then here, this is the remove button. So if someone is really causing problems, I can kick them out of my meeting just as I would be able to remove them from my classroom. I can click this button here. And if that's the case, if I remove this student does not have access back into this particular Meet. So they are not allowed to rejoin this meeting once I remove them. Once I start the next synchronous learning meeting, so once I click on that link in Google Classroom to start our next learning session, this student is allowed back in then, but once I remove them from any given Meet, they are not allowed to rejoin. When it's time to end a meeting, I'm going to request that my students leave themselves. So that means at the bottom of their screens, they're going to look for a button that looks kind of like this. It's to leave the call. So they're able to click that and they're able to leave themselves. But as a teacher, if it's the end of the time together and I'm ready for them to move on to their next course, I can help them do so by clicking this button here, and I can remove them and send them on their way. So hopefully those tips give you a little bit more confidence heading into your meetings this week. I know things are crazy, but we've got this. And please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.